Today we're going to talk about the crucial role of sound in the film A Quiet Place, directed by John Krasinski. The film is set in a not-so-distant future where monstrous creatures who hunt by sound prey on the human race. We follow the story of a family living in a little house in a field and the conflicts they face as they adapt to this new, quiet world. As viewers, we quickly learn that almost everybody in the world is either dead or in hiding, so we already know how vital silence is for survival, hence the title A Quiet Place. With only 90 lines of dialogue throughout the entire film, the sound directors were faced with the enormous challenge of creating emotional appeal without relying on vocal conversation or a domineering soundtrack.
The horror genre, there's no more powerful special effect than sound.
Within the film, diegetic sound is used almost exclusively. By doing this, it creates the illusion that the viewers are in the scene with the characters, further intensifying the suspense and terror. Take these two almost identical scenes where the main character is shown hiding from the nearby monster. Pay attention to the variation in the use of sound. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that less sound is better. In 1928, when sound was first introduced to movies, lower quality films that included sound often outsold award-winning silent films. Some of the most iconic scenes in film history would be completely empty without it. Let's take a look at some of those clips to see what they would be like without music and special effects.
Pan, this is November 4, 09er 9er.
What the hell?
In this film, sound is just as important as visuals. When any noise is life or death for the characters on screen, each sound draws the audience in and evokes tension. A Quiet Place would not be the great film that it is without its unique use of sound. It's a perfect example of how films can push the limits on the expectations of movie production.